particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Okay, I was kind of hoping that the Elcor there would keep on moving on. This is a bit of a mirror of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically the keepers are like Roombas that refuse to communicate, but keep the place running.
Yeah. The place could be under the worst possible conditions and they would still sit there ignoring you.
Yeah. They're just a species of shut-ins.
Tell me more about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Whatever it is, it's fancy look.
Yeah, or we could just say it's ceremonial, which is basically shorthand for we don't know what the fuck it's for.
But I don't think we should call them shut-ins.
Yeah.
Shut-ins will lock themselves in a room and not go out.
Yeah, these do go out, so...
Yeah. Shut-ins will go out now and then, but these ones, I would call them workaholics.
I guess.
Yeah. That don't really tell why they're doing what they're doing.
They're so deep in their work.
Just start up the 2 Unlimited song Workaholics. Workaholic.
I do find it interesting.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
But yeah, I was gonna say, I find it interesting that in this game and the next one, the keepers don't really move, but in the third game, you can actually physically get in their way.
Okay, something we'll need to note down to try then. Okay, also that look upwards doesn't really do anything when there's a fake sky in the way.
Yeah.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Okay, so very busy air control.
Yep.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
Okay, and finally then...
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
Okay.
Sounds like she is a little envious of her inability to feel.
Thank you for using Avina.
If they're even capable of self-reflection like that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's how I viewed her comment, though.
Since we've seen, well, yeah, I think we probably have a an entry now for all of the council races. So let's take. Or actually not, huh?
Years ago, the Turians
Okay.
were invited.
You'd think that we'd have those about the Asari and Solarians now, then, huh?
Yeah, I think we have to meet certain key crew members to get
50,000
those.
years ago, the
Probably.
Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
Note the curious-looking appearance picture, too, in the top.
Yep. Okay. Okay, that's just it's typing. But yeah, let's head up here. We'll go see that. We'll go see that Turian general when we head to that area for other reasons as well.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Imagine if they did ask for something.
So, you think there's a mod that changes the elevator to either the girl from Ipanema or the elevator song from GoldenEye 64?
Probably. Like, if there is one thing universal among Mass Effect fans, is that they hate the elevators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of elevator chatter, that is.
What's going on here?
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
How did you get in front of us?
He already works here?
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vaquero.
Right.
I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Last we saw the Executor, he was still at the CSEC office.
Yeah. My brain. Maybe he took a different route to get here.
Or Turians no teleportation and are just not telling anyone.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Maybe you'll listen to us more.
And, yeah, Garrus is one of the fan-favorite characters in the game. I'll just simply put it that way.
Humans in the tower. Interesting.
I've explored the female version of his romance, so it's like I kind of like him for sure on that front.
I mean, I always say Tali, but, I like Garrus. He's a bro.
Yeah. I've done both the romances, so I know for sure that I like both of them, and I also know what happens if you leave them both be.
Yeah.
But, yeah, more would be spoilers. Minor spoilers, but still.
The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
That Solarian is assuming a lot.
And, yeah, obviously the Hanar have something similar to the Elcor that translates them because, well, I'm not sure if we have the index for them yet. Oh, that's the journal. But yeah, they basically communicate through bioluminescence. Let's see.
The Elcor are
there.
The Hanar are a citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical. So instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kaje, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
Okay, I thought it would mention that bit here, but maybe that's in one of the other games.
Yeah. However, that does also make me like, I want to meet a egotistical Hanar just to see what that's like.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, if I remember correctly, if you look at the Hanar, whenever they speak, their like faces like glow, like flash.
Yeah, like the very nose at the left there pulses.
Okay, since it's auto-played.
The Elcor are a citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna.
I think we already read this one.
Creatures standing on four muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
It is missing a detail about... It is missing a detail about the gravity on this one. Yeah, so...
Yeah, it does say high gravity, but... yeah, the diplomats did explain most of this.
Yeah, but what it doesn't say is something in the later games we find is that the high gravity makes them move slowly to avoid injury.
That's to move slowly and evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blanking on it, I guess.
That would also make it difficult to get spaceships to take off, though. And, well, since it says that they can get claustrophobic with it, it explains why typically you wouldn't see as much Elcor around as you see the more bipedal species and such.
Yeah.
Okay. And since
Imagine
we covered
how
the
explosive
Elcor...
their thrusters might be.
Yeah.
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
And
so to make a Star Trek joke, sorry.
Go ahead.
So to make a Star Trek joke, Okay, these guys are the Ferengi, but if you take them out of their suits, they explode.
Yeah.
Also, someone noticed that ammonia.
Yes.
Yeah.
That means.
Yes.
They have a very unpleasant scent.
Yeah.
Yep.
And well, them breathing ammonia fits with how a good amount of that we've met like to moan about their conditions. Okay. And may as well.
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
Okay.
I found that amusing too, that information. Like, just set off a bomb near like 10 of them, and it's like, next thing you know, 10 more just are like,
It's like, it's like a very straight game of RimWorld.
Yeah.
Now I'm picturing just someone putting a kick me sign on the back of one of them and seeing how long it lasts for anyone to pull it off. It's nothing interactable.
I think there's a dude for a side quest involving the Keepers around here. It was a Solarian guy.
He is a little straight ahead, pretty much.
I think so. I think most of the side quests here activates only really after we talk with the Citadel or with the Council.
I think he's supposed to be some. Yeah.
Commander.
The Solarian is supposed to be somewhere around here, though, I think.
Yeah, the one at the bench just back.
Yeah,
but
the one on the bench is back.
It's not active yet.
We do need to trigger
the. We have to talk to the counselors first.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we need to do
one
the plot.
at a time. Children.
Anderson, old buddy, how you doing?
Yeah, certain side quests only activate in certain
The
acts.
death attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres. He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Okay, why the hell was he protected up there like so fucking big? Like, couldn't he have been protected normal size right next to us or something?
A mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Okay, that's a bit much.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Okay, that's actually covered in one of the Mass Effect books. I actually have those. I have a number of those on my shelf here. Let's see, what is the name of this one again? Revelation. That's the one. Okay. You can see that one as a prequel, sort of. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, must be a long read, that book.
Not really. It's one of those more pocket-sized books. Not so that you can actually fit them in your pocket, but more like they're a lot smaller.
Oh, yeah. What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that C-Sec investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
And yeah, to be honest, trying to have Black Ops be investigated by normal police officers is probably a bit of a dead end from the very start, huh?
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in C-Sec who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
And now we have a second reason to go there. Hmm?
Yep. By the way, I noticed my icon flash up there. For this time, fireworks was on my end.
Weird. Yet another mark. Okay.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
And yeah, of course, someone with the title or alias Shadow Broker is, of course, going to be totally not shady.
Yeah.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Okay, quite a bit to ask about, so let's go counterclockwise.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Okay, what about the Council and the Ambassador?
Our Ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Okay, so basically we're being used as a meat shield with the Skillian Verge.
Yep.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Okay, what about Harkin?
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Honestly, in cases like that, I'd fully say just take the black eye. That at least will heal. If you're caught protecting bullshit, then that stink is going to chase you a lot longer.
Like, if the dude's a fuck up and massively corrupt, just like fire him and get another one that isn't, you know, a fuck up and massively corrupt.
Yeah.
Plus,
or send
if you do that, if you do that, it would also give you a lot more of a look of responsibility instead of, well, trying to cover shit up.
Yeah.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
Help.
Well, that's great. That's great. The guy that was gonna recommend us for a job took a bullet to the back of the head.
Yeah, we probably know what his recommendation is, but we can't find out the answer because he got shot.
Yeah.
Wait. Before we continue, I just had a very stupid thought. Does nowhere in Eden Prime have cameras?
Apparently, and apparently body cams are also not a thing.
Apparently.
And apparently, if there were cameras, they all got coincidentally blown up.
Yeah. That probably would have been an... Actually, if there were cameras, they probably would have been taken out by the first jamming... the first wave of jamming warfare and such.
Yeah, that first jamming signal.
I'm guessing that's also a reason why body cams might not be as much of a thing. Like there's probably something with barriers and or with shields specifically that would likely interfere with them.
Yeah, maybe.
Still, it is a typical thing that gets hand waved away to not have certain things be too easily answered by I recorded this accidentally plays video of main character under the shower.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
Okay, that was on a different day in the recording booth.
Yep.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, last but not least.
Tell me about Bar Levan.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
All right.
Okay. We got
Time
some
to
codex
investigate more
entries.
things. Nice glass floor, huh?
There's more like a sealed garden or something. And a keeper here. Okay. I believe there is a thing or two that we can find up around here. So let's double check for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Solarian should be up and moving, so...
This is it. The very heart of the Citadel. The pinnacle of galactic power. Kinda makes your head spin if you think about it too much.
Yeah, your teammates will often have something to say about the area where you're in.
So, this is where the Council passes judgment on all us little folk, huh? Ever get the feeling we're in over our heads, Commander?
All the time.
Yes, very. I think it's on the other side. Hang on. I think there's probably a guide on where the fucking keepers are.
I believe there is,
but
yeah.
usually they're pretty easy to spot, but yeah.
Oh, wait, I think I remember now what... I think the Solarian might be one step down or something, but I remember something about us finding him when he's screwing around with a keeper.
I'm just waiting for someone, Commander.
He might also be near the entrance, but...
Maybe he's downstairs screwing around with a keeper. I know he's in this building, just not... yeah, probably down
exactly.
Yeah, try down there first. I know he's near a keeper.
Okay, no, it's... I'm guessing he's not showing up yet for some reason.
Try not to break anything.
No promises. Okay, he's back the other way.
No, he wasn't there now. Maybe the legendary editions shoveled things around a bit.
Oh yeah, maybe we have to complete our investigation of Saren first.
The Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's
Yes.
politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Don't we all?
Okay, actually, okay, so it says after your first visit with the council.
Oh, is that him?
Yep. Okay, they moved him.
Yep, that's him.
What guy?
Yeah, Ashley mentions him.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep.
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I can help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Yeah, discovering new things as scientists should be doing things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Discover something strange, new worlds, all that stuff.
Okay,
I can actually scan that. Nope.
I believe
I don't think we can actually scan that one until it moves.
We scanned it already. I'm blanking on their name at the moment, but the professor from Futurama has at one point the lines to explore the unknown, the only things worth knowing.
Yeah. And this is a quest that we can do.
Okay, you know what? You know one I actually remember. I mostly remember. Professor Lava Hot.
I've watched a few episodes of it, and I probably should continue at some point.
Yeah, it's really
and
good.
Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Fair.
Yeah.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the Jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
Now I'm just picturing a Hanar riot, quote unquote, where it's just a bunch of jellyfish and it looks like a fucking rave.
You want to know what I just thought of? Have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Parts of it, most of it.
We need to make the captain watch it.
Yeah, we need to watch it. Anyways, basically one part it's like they're talking about like how Arthur's like the true king of England, and there's a passage like, we didn't fucking choose you, and like getting a sword from a lake from some lady should not be how you get a government. And at the end it's like they're just gonna drag him away or something. It's like, help, I'm being oppressed.
Also, I'm pretty sure for a good
one word wrong.
I think I might have gone wrong with explaining it.
Probably.
They didn't vote for him.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
they vote
sure
for
for
him.
like half the time the English king was French.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
I think there's been some Dutch kings in England. At least
I wouldn't be
one.
surprised. Okay, I remember there being I think there is a certain charm or intimidate threshold needed for this. Actually, while we're on that...
Yeah, there is a requirement that it's like you can convince the officer to let him do his thing.
Okay, it seems we automatically got 1 point in here because we hit a certain threshold or something. Because I don't think I've put a 4th point in here. But yeah, now we have 5. Anything else to put in here? Barrier would probably be a smart idea. Though, let's grab our main offense first.
That and upgrading to reach tactical armor would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Hold on. Warp.
Oh, warp is a fun one, yeah.
Warp speed, or do we enter the warp?
No, it's
we just mangle them,
warp
basically.
Field that causes the
What?
Yeah, basically it's
children.
Basically, it's an energy attack that attacks the armor.
Yep.
Okay, and the captain tried to say?
Basically, it just magically mangles them. Or tries to.
Yeah, it's like
and also,
it's like an energy-based shredding attack.
Also, is this going to be a running gag with the series? I have to keep telling all you three to speak one at a time?
Most likely.
Yeah, it's probably. Like there.
One at a time. Really? You...
Do you desire to learn the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Is this
he is
really
flashing,
how
just
you want to
not very
represent the
noticeably.
Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
I'm not sure what caused it there, but I noticed my icon flickered.
Might have been something in the background.
I see the Hanar is left.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
And get drunk, because holy
possible.
shit, that was bullshit.
Yeah, it's possible that my mic picked up my chair squeaking or something.
Could be. Also, I'm a bit surprised that that line I've argued with the jelly all afternoon or something hasn't become a more memed line or something.
Yeah.
Then again, the current advent of memes started a bit more in towards the 2010s.
Arguing with the jelly because it was very jelly of us.
Bloody heck, my brain. I just imagined the captain sitting by a dining table with all those American jellies, you know, those wobbly ones on a dinner plate, and argues with it.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than arguing with a chair.
Yeah.
How dare you?
What?
Well, such debates should be cherished.
Attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects.
Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
Oh dear. But I want to ask, I did not get the Dervis pun, unlike the captains.
I turned dare into chair.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
Yeah, angry people make mistakes. Basically, the entire philosophy behind, or half the philosophy behind Spider-Man, always smack-talking his opponents.
Yeah, and you can probably tell by the name that that guy is not great news.
Yeah. Okay, and here we have our first Krogan.
Yeah.
And the Keeper. Okay, anything from you
Not really
two?
my kind of place, but there sure are some spectacular views here.
You can keep the Presidium. This is where the action is.
Okay, oh, and hello there. A species we haven't, well, we have heard of now.
Yep, the Quarians.
Okay.
I should think the Quarians should be rather obvious to everyone, though, because they're the only species that wears full-body pressure suits besides the Volus.
Yeah.
Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Okay, I like the option that we now get that we get the I like that we get the option to skip that if need be.
Yeah, and I actually shouldn't call the Quarians suits a pressure suit because it doesn't actually have a atmospheric pressure system, I think.
A bit of it, but less to keep stuff out than to keep them in.
Yeah, more for protection in space and from keeping pathogens out so they don't get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if a Quarian suit rips, they wouldn't immediately explode, but they would be exposed to, like, every single toxin in a given area.
Yeah, I remember Talia explains it much better how their suits work differently.
Yeah. I just threw with the radio from a distance. Yep, another Krogan.
Yes, let's change the music.
Hello there, Commander. I'm Dr. Claude Michel. Is there something I can do for you?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
It's somewhere Chakwas sneezes.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Let's see, some armor upgrades. Okay, sell all junk. Will probably be useful later. Let's see. Any points of interest? I got a fire extinguisher,
there's anybody
but nothing
important
beyond
in
that.
here. There's the Metagel.
Yep. Yep, which comes
Codex
with a
entry on
codex. Okay.
I find the codex entry on Metagel quite funny.
Okay, may as well go give it a listen then. Let's see, probably under technology.
Biotics is the ability
Yep, may
of
as
rare
well.
individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
So, yeah, that's the explanation of the space magic, huh?
Yep.
We get fucking telekinesis. We get telekinesis from huffing space rocks while in the womb.
Yeah, then there's the other kind of space magic below it.
Okay. Yeah, let's cover the Mass Effect fields, because, well, it's the entire namesake of the series.
Yeah.
Element 0 can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative current, mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low-mass fields allow FTL travel and inexpensive surface-to-orbit transit. High-mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low-mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high-mass compaction creates dense, sturdy construction materials. The military makes extensive use of mobility-enhancing technologies, with Mass Effect utilizing fighting vehicles standard frontline issue in most military forces. Mass Effect fields are also essential in the creation of kinetic barriers or shields to protect against enemy fire.
And yeah, so basically, up gravity or low gravity, or rather more lower the mass, heighten the mass.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I think Metagel is in a different section than technology, because otherwise we would have seen it here.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. Equipment, probably.
Combat
weapons.
Suits.
Yeah, there.
Metagel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics,
Salve?
EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one.
What the fuck?
Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the CERTA Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Metagel violates Council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban.
That's the part I love.
Hello there, Knight. Hope you're doing well. Let me give you a shout out quickly.
Hello.
You've been raided by the Kingdom of Viralia. How are you fools doing? Doing pretty well. And you yourself? Just let me copy the name for a second. There. Cut out the double point or whatever that's called again. Let's see. What we were up to? Zenless Zone Zero, of course. Okay, I've heard.
Fun stuff.
I know like only 3 things or so about version 2.5 that got released just yesterday, I believe. One of them is a potential spoiler from some fucker who did not put spoilers on his videos, because you always have those dickheads around. The other is that there are 2 new characters that you can get. One for free, I believe, the bunny. And another is a fox siren. But beyond that, I know that there is now a co-op mode for boss fights, I believe. But yeah, how you doing? Let's see. Doing all right. Just finished doing the latest story content that released. And ladies and gentlemen, they've done it again. They've made absolute peak cinema. Okay. Yeah. No spoilers, please, because we've only streamed season 1 of Zenless so far. But I do find it funny that that we are now at a similar point as to when I decided to start streaming Zenless, though it still took some time after that to actually get started with it, which was basically chapter 5 of season 1, and now we're on chapter 5 of season 2, and it sounds like they did it again, huh? Let's see, and yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone who may be... Thank you. Welcome to the stream, Raiders. I'm Captain Hillian. over here in order from me to the other side of the stream. We have my co-host Rakir and extra co-hosts Ram and Dervin.
Yep. Hello.
And yeah, we typically stream a variety of games, mostly for the story, but every so now and then we just do shit for the fun of it. And yeah, obviously we're here with Mass Effect 1, the Legendary Edition version. And let's see. Night, I've not once spoiled. How dare thee not trust me? It's more that I don't trust the human mind because, it's easy to slip stuff through and such. But yeah, how did it? You said that they did it again, so it basically went well from the sounds of it. And this is Mass Effect Legendary Edition with mods installed. The most notable of which would be the Diversification project, which, well, leads to the diverse cast of background characters here. Caden!
Caden, what the fuck, man?
He's getting his daily exercise.
You know what? Fuck it. Clip it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll catch one of them moonwalking later.
Alright, it's quite the view.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
Yep. Bit of a camera guff there for a second.
This isn't a station, it's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
When you put it that way, there's no reason they wouldn't like you. I mean, us. Humans, ma'am.
You don't take much shore leave, do you, LT?
Yep, that was a big one. Marking that for removal. But if there is one thing that I really think the Mass Effect series should have been done, one thing they should have done with the Mass Effect franchise, an MMO. Like, there is just so much of this fucking world that we don't get to see, and they could have just said it like 10 years before this or something, as humanity is joining everything and such, so it doesn't actively affect anything in the games. But yeah.
Yeah, I think if they're gonna do an MMO, it should be either a little bit before Shepard's events or a little bit after, or when things are recovered enough.
Yeah,
probably.
Or just do a bit of an alternate timeline where certain shit doesn't happen. Okay.
Alright, laugh it up, Chief. I appreciate the thought, Alenka, but we're on duty here.
Aye, ma'am.
I'll walk drag, ma'am.
To the important business.
Yeah. But yeah, just the Citadel alone could probably be like a few massive areas. And then there's just all the potential planets.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. I'm Emily
Ooh,
Wong.
who are you?
I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Okay. How do you think your investigation and mine are linked? Also, just before I forget, night. It was super fun. I will not say anything about it other than it had me hooked, and they've upped their story writing and cinematics. Okay, I'm now really need to catch up with Zenless, because I honestly had doubts that they'd be able to. Still sort of have doubts that they might if they're able to top Chapter 5 of Season 1, but I'll take your word for it that they at least managed to match it, if not surpass it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?